the guys.
And we are live. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. All right, I think we're good. All right, y'all, when y'all drop in, hit that thumbs up for me. All right. we got some stuff to catch up on today. Quite a few things to just briefly go over. We're not going to get too deep in the trenches on this one because honestly, I feel like I have a lot more reading to do, a lot more research to do. The other week we talked about BRC-20 tokens, y'all. What is going on with that? Because it looks like that's getting a lot more serious right now. We got stuff going on with banks. We got stuff going on with Bitcoin and transaction fees and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to try to at least do a high level overview of some things that are going on right now, so we can all individually do our own research because it's a lot, y'all. All right, as y'all drop in, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. We'll get started here in a second. Y'all, I've been traveling. I told y'all this was coming, so forgive me. I'm looking a little crazy right now. I've been in this jungle and I'm doing my best right now, so we'll give it another minute and we will get started. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started and get through this. So, before we even get into the banks, I don't know, man. We better be paying attention what's happening because people keep ringing the alarm on these banks. But before we get into that, let's look at the market real quick. Bitcoin 28.9, Ether 1.9, Cardano 3.8. What else is going on? What's up, Crawfish? What's up? What are some other price points? Sovereign 0.49, Stacks 0.73. I've been looking at Alex. We've talked about Alex quite a bit on this channel. Some things are developing with that. Again, always move with caution. And remember, at the end of the day, Bitcoin is the way to go. But Alex token is at 0.07 right now. But they've been doing some work over there, getting this DEX up, getting that token listed on other exchanges and things of that nature. So it's something that I'm paying attention to. Okay, again, purely just for some quick profit. Let's get into it. Let me get back to the chat real quick. And as I go through this, drop any questions, comments, concerns in the chat. So let's okay, thanks Satoshi for Bitcoin, of course. We got to give thanks, but let's play this real quick.
Your ATM is safe, your banks are safe, there's enough cash in the financial system, and there is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. An infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve.
An infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve.
That's all you need to hear. There's an infinite number of cash at the Federal Reserve. And there was another video circulating around today of a young girl asking some questions to the two old guys, Charlie Munger and who else was that? But it's circling around on the internet, and she had some really good questions that, to me, didn't have a really good answer back. So let that speak for itself. So moving forward, coming back here to Balaji, deposits are fleeing banks, so they'll try to ban shorts and impose capital controls, but eventually be forced to revert to ZIRP, zero interest rate. What's the P4 stand for, y'all? Y'all know what that is. So buy Bitcoin. So let's play this clip really quick, at least just a little bit of this. But again, people are ringing the alarm and saying to get prepared.
We just ended on the banks. What do you make of the regional banks right now? Like, how bad is it going to get?
Real bad.
What does real bad look like? We've already taken out 4 banks already.
Okay, let me tell you what real bad looks like, okay? The panacea of the Treasury announcing that all deposits are federally insured doesn't solve this problem. There is capital flight, deposit flight from the banking sector, okay, seeking yield, okay? I fear that and I don't say this lightly, but in 1934, the Federal Reserve Act confiscated gold from US citizens. We're at the point where the Fed and the Treasury officials, I'm sure, are having to consider a gate, a lock on US bank deposits. Let me tell you why.
Wait. Does that mean that you're looking for, we're going to confiscate all the gold, or there's going to be universal deposit insurance, or we're going to stop? What does that mean?
Okay.
What's a gate?
Okay, forgive me, right? So a bank is like a hedge fund, okay? And hedge funds, they put a gate, which is say when you want your money back, they go, we'll call you, yeah? If you're in one of these big, huge, super hedge funds, it can take you 2 years to get the money out. And of course, what we discovered with the iPhone, with the banks, the deposits instantly come out. Secondly, why are the deposits coming out? I think initially, in fact, I do even think initially, the money is coming out because CDs, banking CDs were priced at 10 basis points, and the Fed's giving you 500 basis points. And hard-pressed folk are like, you know what? Boom, Apple, boom, money market mutual fund, okay?
Yeah.
And what that revealed was the conceit and the arrogance of a kind of cool idea. The cool idea with the Fed was, hey, banks, like, the Treasury, we've got a ton of treasuries to sell. What if you hold it in a hold to maturity portfolio and you don't have to mark to market? Just ignore it. It's on us. People are like, yeah, cool, I'm in for that, right? Okay. Nice idea, except when you get the deposit flight, suddenly it's untenable that you can hold the security to maturity and you have to sell it. When you sell it, you reveal the hidden thing under the iceberg, under the sea. The mark-to-market loss is greater than the shareholder funds. Let's look at Fed data from a Fed paper in March. $23 trillion of banking assets. Of course, that's 1 times GDP, okay?
Hugh,
shareholder funds of
cutting rates.
What?
Don't we just solve this problem? Nice to see you, by the way. Alex is delighted to have you in the studio.
There's a lot more information that's covered in this video, but to keep this moving, key takeaway is please pay attention to what's going on. So as y'all know, I believe I mentioned this, I've been at Tulum Crypto Fest in Tulum, and one of the speakers, an Australian guy, I can't remember his name, was like really putting things into perspective as far as, you know, these banks are in trouble. Like, we're not out of the clear, right? We all know that banks really don't have your money, right? Fractional reserve banking, your money is not there. It's you know, literally numbers on a screen when you look at your phone. So kind of his message was you have to debank yourself. And so what does that mean? What does that look like? How do we get there? And as we've gone over on this channel many times, it's a journey, right? It's a journey. But at the end of the day, like, you're not safe in banks. You're just simply not. And Crawfish says here, the Fed saying all deposits are fine sounds awful familiar to all these exchanges saying everything is fine right before going insolvent. Exactly. Your funds are SAFU, right? It's like, it's all a lie. It's all a lie. So again, a call to action, a call to do what you need to do to make sure that the money you've worked your ass off for is safe and in your possession. And for me, that looks a lot like cold storage Bitcoin, right? So please pay attention. Please take heed. Things are still unfolding, right? Let's move forward. So what is going on with Bitcoin, y'all? So Binance said today, we've temporarily closed BTC withdrawals as the Bitcoin network is experiencing a congestion issue. Our team is currently working on a fix until the network is stabilized, and will reopen BTC withdrawals as soon as possible. Rest assured, funds are SAFU. So number one, this is a reminder to get your holdings off of exchanges. Binance saying that we're not letting you withdraw is never okay, no matter whatever the situation is. So your funds are not safe on these exchanges. We should all know that by now. We don't need to learn lessons twice or three times. We should know that. Number two, I think I saw a number of 400,000 transactions, pending transactions. I can't remember the language used on that. So, but congestion, right? And apparently, and please tell me if I'm saying something wrong in the chat. If you know more about this, let me know. Like I said, I've been trying to keep up, but it's just been hard to keep up with everything on the past few days. But yeah, apparently some people are calling this an attack. And I think some people were saying this is due to not BRC-20, but Ordinals, or we'll get through some more tweets here in a second. But Dylan LeClaire here, historical context on the current Bitcoin fee surge. 22.8% of miner revenue has came from fees over the last 24 hours. So yeah, people have. And here this person says this is because of BRC-20 tokens being launched on the Bitcoin network. Look into it. New narrative. In new narrative, it is indeed. We briefly spoke about this last week. I still have a lot more research to do on this, y'all. So please move forward with caution and do your research on these BRC-20s. Now, this has definitely kind of, raised some concerns as far as fees and things of that nature. But my key takeaway is that Bitcoiners are problem solvers, and it's going to get figured out. So Manib here, SBTC on a Bitcoin layer will be a faster, cheaper, more programmable way to use BTC. Bitcoin layer 1 was always meant to be a settlement layer. High layer 1 fees equal high demand for layer 2s, right? So Bitcoiners, they're in the trenches. They're problem solvers, and they're figuring out how to solve this issue, which really isn't an issue, because part of me was like, people are you have people across the space calling this out as an issue with Bitcoin. Meanwhile, we've had ETH heads, right, the meth heads, this entire time saying high gas fees is good because it means the network is being used, right? It means that Ethereum is being used. So it's funny how the same people saying that are now kind of pointing the finger at Bitcoin. But yeah, this is nothing to, I know people are kind of spreading FUD with this, but I'm chilling, right? We're good. And George here, I guess there was a space talking about we broke Bitcoin. George says, have you wondered what their goals were? Question mark. But Someone says, how do we fix this? George says, there are some solutions emerging. Again, it will be the node runners that will be the security for the network. Ord slow is coming. So Bitcoiners are already on this, right? They're already developing solutions. Vivek here again, there are no Bitcoin fees problems. It doesn't kill Bitcoin at all. It only makes it stronger. Stay away from shitcoiners spreading lies and FUD. Everyone who hates Bitcoin maxis has a shitcoin to sell. So yeah, again, nothing to be overly concerned about. Crawfish in the chat, I think it proves the concept that after the last BTC is mined, people can still make profits from fees. Exactly, right? Miners are making bank. If we go back over here, right, that's what Dylan LeClaire, right? 22.8% of miner revenue has come from fees over the last 24 hours, right? So yeah, there's some perks. There's some, positives to this as well. Manib, again, high fees are not an attack on Bitcoin. They'll be the norm as Bitcoin grows to 1 billion people. High fees are a call for devs to improve and grow Bitcoin layer 2s. User demand is good for Bitcoin, right? So again, solutions already in the works. Moving forward, so these BRC-20 tokens, for if you're interested, like I said, I still have a lot more research to do on this, but just calling this out that, of course, people in the Stacks environment, in the Stacks ecosystem, they are building for these new innovations, if you want to call them, on Bitcoin. So Ordinals, BRC-20 tokens, stamps, all this kind of stuff. So Xverse, meme coins on Bitcoin, we're here for it. View BRC-20 token balance today in your Xverse wallet Chrome extension. Okay, so Stacks ecosystem is on it, as far as with these BRC-20s. And again, coming over here to Alex, CEO, moving trading of Bitcoin layer 1 assets to Alex is the best answer to this. Okay, in reference to the congestion. Alex BRC-20 DEX equals on-chain indexing, off-chain optimization coming soon. So Alex, again, is putting in some work on finding some solutions, right? And again, the CEO, get ready for the world's first and fastest DEX for BRC-20, lightning fast speeds, robust security, and seamless integration with all Bitcoin layer 1 assets. Launch details, token listings, and special offers coming soon. So this is what I was saying earlier. Again, please do your own research, move with caution. And for me, I'm always going to have a Bitcoin first mindset, but Alex, maybe something to kind of look into. They do have the Alex token. I have been stacking a little bit of that. And we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. What's up, Creole? I'm surprised you're awake. You not sleep? BRC-20, good or bad for Bitcoin? Of course, the maximalists hate BRC-20, right? Because, they are shit tokens, right? But it's so crazy because it's shit tokens, shit coins on Bitcoin, which is just like, I don't know, weird to think about. Good or bad? I don't know. I don't even know if I have an opinion on that. I will say this, it was nice being in, the Bitcoin environment. I don't know. I feel like Bitcoin was like the cocktail bar and now it's becoming like the sports bar. You know what I mean? When I think of Ethereum and all the shit coins and the NFTs and the degen stuff, I think like your corner sports bar. And Bitcoin was like always the cocktail lounge with a cigar, you know, your Macallan, you know what I mean, Creole. And I don't know, it's just, I don't know, but maybe it's a change that we need. I don't know, y'all. Oh, Sovereign Matt here, just to call this out, and again, I haven't really looked deep into this, but the Ordinals BRC-20 tokens can be hacked now, bear market. So I don't know, just something to look into. I briefly looked into this, and they were kind of saying not hacked in the way that you think it is, but it like changes inscription numbers. I don't know, y'all, but just wanted to bring this up in case you want to look into this a little bit more to see what's going on with that. Oh, wow. And lastly, I keep coming across, you know, different ordinal interfaces, like where you can see ordinals and whatnot. So just want to show that as well. All right, y'all, that's all I have for you tonight. Like I said, I've been traveling. Went to Tulum Crypto Fest. A quick little thing about that Tulum Crypto Fest. It was awesome. It was really cool. Some really interesting talks. Really cool setup. The people there, mad cool. It was just super hot, y'all. Tulum is hot. It is hot. And even being from Texas, where it gets to 100 degrees, like I was not prepared for this heat here in Tulum. So that's one of my key one of my key takeaways. But the festival itself, super cool what they're doing. They had some Bitcoiner talks, even some like well-known Bitcoiners in the space were there. Like Run with Bitcoin was there. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but he was there. Yeah, it was a cool vibe. And isn't Bitcoin Miami conference going on right now, or was that last week, or was that this past week? So I don't know, a lot of cool stuff going on. That's all I have for y'all tonight. Any questions, any thoughts in the chat? Drop it in the chat, and then we will close out for tonight. All right, last call. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in a little bit early on a Sunday. I will be back again either Friday or Sunday. It's looking like Sundays are a little bit better for me, so I'll probably be going live next Sunday. So, of course, join the Discord so you get that that notification and that update. Usually I'll post when I'm going live. So join the Discord, y'all. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hop over to the Michelle URL YouTube channel. I'm going to start posting to that channel this coming week. And again, it's going to be a whole bunch of different stuff, travel, Bitcoin, you know, this, that, the other. It's going to be a bunch of different stuff over there. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you the next time. What's up, Day One? All right, peace, y'all.